Ladies and gentlemen, Kagekaze here, coming at you one more time with another crafting update. I've basically made it into hell mode finally. Did a little farming, got myself a little bit of gold, and I'm hoping to upgrade my vendors again, recording it just so that I have a video record of it, since the vendors do upgrade every time you level them and you can only upgrade them once. So yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to start with Covetous Shin here, my Jewelcrafter first, simply because I really would like to get some of my upgraded gems here. I have a bunch of these Radiants already. I want to get some squares. I've got one. I want to upgrade the others. And also I find with the way this is, you probably want to focus, if you're going to use your crafters, you probably do want to focus a bit on the Jewelcrafter. Just because the gems you make with him can be useful in any gear you get. And he's not terribly expensive. Compared to the blacksmith, he's cheap. So if you decide to forego the crafters, you may want to still go ahead and get some levels into the Jewelcrafter, because eventually it gets to a point where there are gems that will not drop. They only drop to level 8, and there are 10 levels of gems, so you still need to make the highest level of gems. Now, it could be that they are fairly inexpensive on the auction house. I don't know. The commodities auction house has been down for a few days, and honestly, I'm kind of glad. Commodities were selling under vendor prices. The subtle essences sell for 14 gold to a vendor. People were selling them for 13, possibly even less before I looked again. And it's honestly a little depressing. While gear is still easier to get on the auction house than the craft, it's really just, again, something I want to do. So without further ado, what we're going to do is we're going to get into this. Basically, I haven't even gotten to the first sub-boss, the Skeleton King, in hell yet, so I don't have a lot of these tomes. And unfortunately, my hypothesis about tomes dropping in the secret level of Nightmare was wrong. Apparently, for whatever reason, while pages of blacksmithing and pages of jewel crafting drop in the normal secret level, the tomes do not drop in the Nightmare version. The pages still continue to drop. So that kind of disappointed me. I was hoping to farm them a bit. But maybe I'll get lucky as I play through here. So I've got 15 tomes. I need 10,000 gold. Real simple.
Prophet did not mention what a bore you can be.
Thank you. Really, I needed that to boost my confidence. Okay, so I can now make square gems. And so let's just kind of take a look at my rubies here to kind of get a good difference. 12 to 24, 13 to 26. So they're still going up at a 1 to 2 rate. Experience per kill by 15, experience per kill by 17, so by 2% again. 26 strength to 30 strength, so about 4 more. So as you can see, that the growth of the gems is kind of small, but when you add them up, the minor differences can mean quite a bit. So, that's 4 strength here, but so that's 4, 8. 12, 12 strength may not seem like a lot, but that's 12 more armor, 12% more damage from base, which I like. Now, I would like to get the flawless squares, because I will actually have enough to make a flawless squared ruby if I only had the Tome of Jewelcrafting, but I'll just have to get back to that. Unfortunately, I'm missing 5 of those. But there we go. The jeweler is now at level 6. And I will go ahead and turn one of my rubies into a square ruby here. As you can see, the price has gone up, so I no longer need pages of jewel crafting to craft. I need the Tome of Jewelcrafting. So that means if I make a square, I'm actually going to need 6 more of these. So let's just go ahead and do that. 7,500 cost. Not terrible. But there you go. And I'll go ahead and I can make one more Radiant just to make sure I've got a filled out slot here. There you go. So quite nice, and I can go ahead and put that in any one of my items. I really don't know which one. Let's just pick one at random, shall we? I think I will pick my pants. There, 780 to remove it. Put that in. How much does it cost to remove a square? 1,140. So the gold cost on the Jewelcrafter, honestly, not terribly high. I will probably upgrade a couple of gems without needing to record it, obviously. You guys don't need to see me make a whole bunch of gems. Alright, let's do what we can for the blacksmith while I've got a few pages and I haven't fully upgraded him here. I'm still at level 6. I can get the illustrious raid sword and illustrious cask. And so, can't get to level 7 without tomes. Let's real quick look at what the final illustrious items that I've learned are. There's the raid sword. It's an 81.2. Unfortunately, that's fairly low for this area. I mean, I've got this sword here of 275. Here, let me kind of show you what I actually picked up along the way. 186 mace, mainly because it procced with holy damage. But that's still quite a bit. 108 to 202. So we'll just come over here. And oh, I was under. Sorry, it's supposed to be under weapons. There it is, 81. So not terrible though. And what was the other item I got? I believe it was the cask, which would be a helm. There it is, 4 random properties. That's not bad actually. That is of level of what I have, 186 as you can see, and 4 random properties. So the Sage's helmet that I currently have equipped, I possibly could make a better one through those mats. So let's go ahead though and get the blacksmith up to level 7. Let me go ahead and move over here so I can get a better view of him upgrading. I'm going to move on to the magnificent level, and that's going to take me 20,000 gold and 5 tomes. So that will get me up to right around where I need to be. Wow, looking good, man. Nice gear. So what does it take to train him beyond level 7? Well, it looks like it takes 5 tomes and 20,000 gold. Unfortunately, it probably takes a tome to make an item. So let's take a look. Yeah, oh my goodness, it takes quite a bit of tomes. 7 tomes just to make this magnificent Higoyumi, which is a decent bow, 140. What other magnificent items have I picked up from upgrading you? Let's look. A magnificent wrecker, 196.6 two-handed mace. That's not bad, because if you look at what sword I have right now, it is doing decent damage because 1, it has fire damage on it. 2, I've got a square ruby inside of it. I might actually be able to craft a better weapon if I go that route. I might have to consider what to do with my passes though, because my damage is up because I'm using Weapons Master, and that gives me 15% increased damage with a sword. So I might be able to do that. Let's see what I got under armor. Magnificent Cinch, 150, so that can probably upgrade me. That doesn't take as many tomes. It seems as usual the armor is not as expensive when it comes to mats, or at least with the tomes and whatnot, compared to weaponry. So anything else magnificent that would be interesting? Boneweave Gauntlets, that doesn't take any tomes, and it is definitely better in armor, but the stats might not be as good because this has actual strength and increased attack speed. Okay, so anything else? Illustrious. I don't see anything else. I thought there were 4 items. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there were, and 4 is up here, I believe. Yep. Okay, so there we go.
Prophet did not mention what a bore you can be.
Seriously, again with the blow to my confidence. Alright, so what I'm going to do, even though it will make it so that I can't craft some of the better weapons, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade him one more time to level 7.1 or whatever it is. And take a look at what we got real fast. I got a die bow at 176.6 and 4 random properties. And a piece of armor, I'm sure. Battle Greaves, 175, 3 random. So that might actually be an upgrade for me. That requires some tomage. So let's do this. Celebrate the occasion yet again. I will grab a couple of my rare materials. Oh no, I need Wishful actually. I am at the wrong level. I only have 12 of these. Let's see if I can actually make anything, to be honest. So under here you can go to can equip, which limits things, like it'll take off the things my class can't wear if I just want to browse. Of course I have materials. So let's narrow this down a little bit, since these are not what I need anymore. And I will take out the shimmering as well. Little inventory fiddling. Inventory fiddling has to happen on every single one of my videos. It's like a signature, really. Okay, let's try this again. Let's look at weaponry, have materials. I do not have enough. How about armor? I can make magnificent greaves or gaunts. And it looks like I can actually make one of each. This one requires some tomes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use some tomes. 5,000 gold on that one. And I don't have enough materials for the other one. Shame that. Okay, well, did I get lucky? Well, I got the strength. I got some regenerate, but I'm not sure overall. I lose a lot of life and protection, so probably not. So honestly, that's kind of a shame. But that's what you get for playing the random game, right? This is why a lot of you will probably rather go to the auction house. And really, I don't blame you. I really don't. If prices continue to stay cheap, it's probably going to be the better place to be. I don't know what Blizzard plans to do about it. As they've said, they are aware of the way things are pricing right now and the way things are going. I mean, obviously, they really don't want to step in as far as the market goes, simply because a player-driven market is better. I mean, you don't want to just suddenly take away the economy people have built up, so... But it'll be interesting, because honestly, I don't think they want their crafters to go unused. So who knows? Maybe instead of stepping into the market, they will introduce stuff into the game that is more interesting that you can only make with the maximum level blacksmith. Who knows? They tried that with the gems, but the gems are only a couple levels higher, so I haven't seen what those prices are. We'll have to see when the commodity returns. So alright, that's it. That has been my next levels into my... Artisans here. We've got the blacksmith up to 7, and we got the Jewelcrafter up 1 additional level. So, alright guys, this is Kagekaze ending this segment, and I'll see you next time.